Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. The first day of the 2023 Texas Pro is over, and I am here to report on the results and also give you guys my thoughts. So in the Classic Physique division, we did have an upset. Jaehun Park won the 2023 Texas Pro, and this guy is headed to the Mr. Olympia. As I said in my prejudging video, I did not even know who this guy was prior to this show, but he was 15th at last year's Olympia. Congratulations to this guy. Second place, we had Robert Timms. Robert looks very happy to get that second place. In third place, Logan Franklin. Far left, Ben Zimmerman. Fifth place, far right, my pick to place third, Dancovea Anderson. And let's talk about these guys one by one now that we have some close-up images. And let's start with the champ, Jaehun Park. Based off the images that I was looking at from NPC News Online, I really didn't see him as the winner, but Flex Magazine put out some images that almost told a completely different story. I believe Jaehun looks a lot more competitive in these shots versus the images from NPC News Online that we talked about in my prejudging video. And again, we try our best with these images with the live streams, but we are not at the show in person. I can just go off what I'm looking at, guys. But congratulations to Jaehun Park. He is headed back to the Mr. Olympia. And let's talk about Robert Timms, who finished in second place, who was my pick to win this show. I think Robert definitely improved his physique. His legs are bigger than they were the last time that we saw him, but they're still not up to par with his crazy upper body. And not only does Robert need bigger legs, he also has flatter quads. He has a dramatic V-taper, and then everything pretty much flattens out after that. But I'm pretty sure this loss really didn't bother Robert. He was smiling the entire time. This is one of the nicest guys you will ever meet. But Robert did improve on his last package, and I'm pretty sure that's all he wants to do at the end of the day, improve on himself. Congratulations to this guy, and hopefully we see him on another bodybuilding stage soon. And let's talk about our third place finisher, Logan Franklin. Going into this show, I'm pretty sure all of us thought it was going to be between Robert Timms and Logan Franklin for first, but those guys were actually fighting for second at this show. That's just crazy. Congratulations to Jaehun once again. But Logan actually looks better in the classic poses than he did in some of these mandatories. And I've been wondering what went wrong with Logan going into this show. As we know, he's coaching himself. I'm just going to chalk it up to nerves. He's competing in the Texas Pro against Robert Timms. Robert beat him 2 years ago at this show on his home turf. I'm just going to say nerves got the best of Logan, but he's still one of the most classic guys up there. But going forward, I do think that Logan Franklin should hire a coach. I know that Milos was not a good fit for him, but there are plenty other coaches with plenty different training styles. Now, I also wanted to talk about Dancovea Anderson, who plays 5th at this show, and he was my pick to place 3rd at worst. And it honestly hurts seeing Dancovea place 5th. This guy has a crazy structure, crazy genetics, but it looks like he did not bring the conditioning to be competitive for a top 3 spot. But he definitely has the shape, he has the structure. Hopefully Dancovea does another show. He can get to the Olympia. Now let's switch over to the 212 division. Keone Pearson is headed back to the Mr. Olympia, bringing his best package of all time to the 2023 Texas Pro. Congratulations to Keone Pearson. And I also want to mention that Keone looked a little bit better at the night show, and based off past performances, Keone is usually a guy that fades a little bit. So it seems like him and Patrick Tour have figured out the peaking process, and Keone is going to be on track going into this year's Olympia. And I would say the biggest improvement that we've seen from Keone Pearson in Texas was his conditioning, and also Keone being able to hold that conditioning going into the night show. But I also noticed Keone's quads were huge at this show and also had deep separation. I think Keone's quads were bigger than ever. But once again, congratulations to the prodigy. He is headed back to the Mr. Olympia. And I also wanted to talk about second place, Noel Adame. This guy looked freaky in the side chest, side tricep, crazy conditioning from behind. Noel just doesn't have the best structure, but this guy packs on a lot of muscle. And also, Noel definitely needs to work on his posing. Being next to a guy like Keone Pearson, it really didn't help much. But I was really impressed by the physique of Noel Adame. I could see noticeable improvement since his last competition, and if Noel continues to compete, I'm pretty sure he will qualify for this year's Olympia. But just to recap, Keone Pearson wins 212, Noel Adame finishes in second. Going back to classic physique, Jaehun Park upsets Robert Timms and Logan Franklin, who finished in second and third respectively. Fourth place Ben Zimmerman, fifth place Dancovea Anderson. As always, I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video. 9 times out of 10, we're probably going to talk about this show for a couple more days. Be looking for a news video tomorrow. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm Keone from Go Fitness. That's it. I'm out.